That's nice, eh?
Well, nice. This might be a real personal question, but
Not my personal anymore. No. My business on the street, you know, partner. They're not my personal anymore.
okay. So how do you feel about your life being documented like this?
I'm kind of happy about it. I really am. I never expected in my old days to be out on YouTube and thing and people calling and greeting people I know from all walks of life. And it's alright, it's good, it's a good feeling.
But is it difficult? Because I imagine to some great extent you would have lived that kind of reclusive, secluded life for a number of years. So to now be, I mean, because I went out with all the fellas already, and people recognizing her, they're like Shah Rukh Khan, you know?
Yeah, man, it's not nothing to do that. See what me? You have to know, okay, now you're in the light, as I said, my business on the street, you have to know to cut it different with certain people and things, certain things you have to avoid. You know, you wouldn't want to do shit.
Or say it.
You can say shit. You can't do shit. That is when people is on your case, you know. Believe it. All the time I had that thing and alone all up in the mountain, I in business with people and things, all of a sudden everybody get to know you and things, so you have to cut it a little different. And people eyes on you. People eyes are on you right now.
How you become a bushman, Mr. Harry? Like how you end up, because I mean, I don't remember some of the places you call, but you call some places where you live already that I see, but I didn't even know the name of some of them places.
You know them? No, I ain't not been anybody because I was working and thing, I had a little house and thing, I had a little girl, I ended up with a little problem. I get rid of the house. I decided I had nothing else, I decided I partner. And my cousin tell me, boy, he said, here walk, Harry. I know you're a man like land and thing, you like to plant and thing, I have some land in the mountain. There we go. You go mine, I want to mine some pig and thing, you walk the land or you plant whatever on the land is yours. You know? I decided here I go take that bite. And I hit the mountain. I spent a couple of years with here, 7, 8 years.
Your mind was saying like what general area that may have been?
Morne La Croix into Baptiste, Manacal Road. Manacal Road. That is the other end of this same Manacal Road. On the Baptiste roadside. So I decided I would do it.
So you just leave. What area you were living in? Like in a built-up town area?
Yeah, I was
region? What region you were in?
I was living in Centeno by our outside sister, that's crazy outside sister. Like Centeno. And from there my cousin, he was up Canada and he come back down and he just checked me, he and his madam. So well, there we go bush. And I decided, I was renting a room down there at the time when I was there and working construction, building and things. And I decided, leave job, everything and go in the bush. It's something I like. And I had 8 years by him, seen about animal planting the land. And me and him had a little misunderstanding. And I decided, well, we had to go we separate ways. And I just didn't have nowhere else to go and I go further in the mountain and cut a piece of land. And build a house and start to plant it. That is up on the border. And I spent 12 years there planting that land.
So you'd have been toting material into to build a house?
Yeah, I took material.
But from the road, what was the kind of distance here?
I took material more than 2 and 3 miles and things like that. Well, I don't want to go 3 miles, it might sound plenty, but let me take it 2. I took material from 2 miles and that is a lot because it's hill like this way going up. You know this hill here? It's joke compared to ours. I work hard on the hill and I start to make it up and little pepper, little beans and things. But it get harder for me.
And your produce? You toting it out?
Yeah. Sometimes I have a van coming, right? I at least have to carry it for about 2 miles sometimes. Sometimes I carry it for a mile. We have an 4x4 to come for it. But most of the time I used to tote load straight out to Morne La Croix. Like I had 2 bags of pepper and thing I tote in that. Sometimes I tote plantains straight out the road. That is 4 miles or 5 miles so. I come and I get a cut with a power so in 2014. And I realized I can't tote load again. I had to look for somewhere outside. So I ended up coming down here and a fella by the name of Mr. Boise give me this piece of land in 2016. I started planting that one thing. And I ain't stopped since. Cut down the forest and I'm still doing it. Every year chopping all the trees. Right now I'm chopping all the trees. I want to plant some pepper and things. That's it. You don't stop. I have nothing else coming. Started planting the land. I decided to do that like maybe since 2003 I'm in the mountain. So that's a long time, 2003, 2004 in the mountain. And I'm planting and surviving day by day.
Do you have, I'm asking this question because I would have had real serious fears about it, right? Mm-hmm. You have any fears about growing old in the bush?
That's a good question because once you're born, you have to die. There's nothing about growing old. It's just a stage in the human existence. You will reach a time when your body expires. I have no fear with it.
No, but I mean like, okay, so let me say, we based in Lower Caura, a man who living in Arima, something come happen to him, at least he may be a little close. Or you just accept, hey, whatever my portion may be, that is it.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I leave it in God's hand. I leave it in the Creator's hand. He put me out here. That infinite being responsible for my existence. He gives me a certain time. When the time is right, he will say, okay boy, you had enough here now. Time to go and rest. That's how I see it. Me, I don't fear that. When it happens, it happens. A lot of people, you know, they have a saying, everybody want to go to heaven, nobody want to go to hell. That's the same reason like nobody want to die neither. People afraid death. And death is just a transcendence from one to the next. It's a stepping stone for your soul. Because right now the soul exists in this body here, right? And here what happened, the soul is almost tired of this body. Because the body always doing a lot of wrong things. The soul is made for that. Sometimes the soul want to get away and go, but it can't go. It have a job to do just like the human. You know they have a saying, human is the most complicated being on the face of the earth. Reason being, human is afraid to be simple because being simple will mean you're unsophisticated, you're uninteresting, and we can't have that, can we? We always want to be noticed. You know that too. That's the problem, you know. If we get attention, we have a problem. When you get too much attention, you have a problem. We won't have it. That's complication for you.
You ain't lie. You ain't lie.
No, seriously, Lyndon. Human complicated too bad. You don't want to be human. You have to be simple, man. You have to be simple like me. Like, okay, but you simple. You just taking out photos. You know what I mean? It's a simple life. Anytime you want to go beyond, you'll create problems. Long time you people to say, trouble come on a horse, but it go on a snail, you know.
Way! Way! Papa, you! That is the greatest I hear in a good while.
Yeah. Yeah, but I shoot. Long time the old folks used to say that a lot. They always telling me that.
Hey, you know what's a real nice video, Mr. Harry? Yeah. A compilation of all the long time sayings you could remember.
When you already had them.
You could remember them by heart?
Well, then every time I just give you something, I had them in like...
Wait, let me hear that one more time. Trouble comes
on a horse, but it live on a snail. Can't get better than that.
Rock it like that.
Yes. Plant food, man.